Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashobon Dominioluwa Tobiloba. I am a second year medical student of Premier State University, Russia. I am from Ondo State, Nigeria. So earlier today I had a presentation on mountain sickness and my teacher liked it, Mem Jimchenko, and I was asked to post it on PhysioSS by Mem Timchenko so that others can learn from it. So guys, today I'm talking about mountain sickness. I know some people be like, mountain sickness. Does the mountain has a sickness? Which is mountain sickness? We're talking about likes of HIV, hepatitis, and the rest. What's our business with mountain sickness? Are we living on the mountain? What's our business? Like, how do we get sick from the mountain? And so many other questions will be running through your mind. Like, it's normal. So, in a layman's language, what is mountain sickness? But before we go to that, so I'm sure most of us will been to the mountain once or twice, and the symptoms we felt there or what happened to us there happened to almost everyone around us, because I went to the mountain with my classmates, and what I was experiencing was what they experienced too. So definitely it's almost going to be a similar situation or similar symptoms, but it might be critical in other people than others. Maybe in other people that had other medical conditions. But don't worry, I'm going to talk about everything and why some symptoms were critical in other people, it was normal for you, and it was different for every other person. So let's go. So at the news of we're going for excursion and everything, everybody was happy, we're going for excursion and things like that. You understand now? You live in the confine of your local environment to a new environment, you know what it is. So the day came, went to the mountain. As we were climbing, you know, before you get to the mountain, there's like a steep step there, like you go from low to high, you understand? So like people, when you got there and we're going to guy, have fun now, see mountain or see everywhere, see the forest, see everywhere, like, you know, you'll be chit-chatting. Wow, people were taking pictures, videos and everything like that. Everybody was happy, and the teacher was like, oh yeah, come, let's go, let's climb. You understand that thing? So, you know, people like, you have friends, you talk with your friends, look at that tree, is that no mango tree? Is that not this thing? As you're climbing, you're talking, is that no mango tree? Look at this flower. Hey, are you as you're going, you know, you seeing a new thing, you try to, like, you're just seeing like a new environment, try to talk to your friends and trying to, like, you understand? You have to, look at this food. Oh yeah, take the picture. You see a nice background, say, okay, take me here. It's clear, right? It's green. Then, as you are saying, some people will be like, please, as I am climbing, please be taking me video. You understand? I want the people to know that I climbed the mountain. You understand? Then as you're going, you say, look at that. Look at that food. That food will be sweet too. Okay, you kept going. Then maybe you change the topic and you're talking, say, see, all these people that don't come for excursion, they finished too. We still kept climbing, we're climbing, but something is happening in your body. But you know, as a layman, you don't know anything about medical school or anything like that. So you try to ignore it. You are not dying. As far as you're not feeling something critical, what happens? You try to ignore the sign or any symptoms. But you keep on going, you keep climbing, you keep talking to your friend. Hey, so that this thing, the teacher did not come. Yes, so did you do it? I did it now. Did you? Wait, guy, I am tired. I beg. I am tired. The other friend can be like, let's go now. How many this thing we don't climb? I like they go. Me, I am tired. Okay, your friend will be like, okay, you meet me here. Then you're trying to rest, to grab some air. Your friend continues. Your friend that is doing like you, maybe 2 to 3 steps more. Guy Alpha, I beg, come meet me for here. Come and meet me here. Me say if I am tired. But why am I like this now? I ate before coming. I ate food before coming. Even before I came, I took juice. Like, why am I tired like this? Does it mean I am lazy? What is happening to me? I think I am sick. I do so many steps. Why am I breathing like this? Why am I breathing so fast? What is happening? I say, guy, you lazy, you something like that. So, you know, you try to climb. Then when you get to, I'm not sure anybody has really reached the top of a mountain before, except those professional mountain climbers. And do you know what they used to have with them? I'll tell you later. But for normal human beings like us, Like for you to climb up to that mountain, need you climb it to the and say, teacher, even the teacher said, student, let's go home, let's go home. But even the teacher will not even explain the mechanism of what is happening today. Maybe it was even your math teacher that took you to go and check the mountain. Maybe the teacher does not even know there's this physiological process that is happening. She will be like, let's go home. Have you wondered that? How come the teacher did not get to the top? How come you could not get to the top? You just finished eating. Everything is normal with you. You are healthy. No medical condition. But you could not get to the top. What happened now? Then when you now come down to the steps, you are like, next time if I come to this mountain, I'm going to climb it to the top, like to the apex. Then maybe the next time you go again, maybe you try to even climb it more than that one. I'll be like, man, I cannot come and die. I am going on. Then you go. Then you begin to wonder, what's in this mountain? Or is it magical? Is there African magic there? How come I cannot climb to the top? What do you think is happening? It's your body system. You know, one of the major functions of the body system and everything we're studying, respiratory system, nervous system, digestive system and everything, the reason for their functioning is to maintain homeostasis. And some people like, what's our business with homeostasis? Please, we don't like, what's our business? And the major function for this homeostasis is to maintain adaptation to the environment. That is the major like function of everything in our bodies to adaptation to the environment. If your body is not adapting to a particular environment, this is when you get sick. That is when you are sick. That's what causes illness, of course. Yeah. So if your internal environment is not equal to almost equal to your external environment, that is why you get sick. But when your internal environment, everything, the parameter, the temperature, the pH and everything is normal at normal level, and the external environment is almost equal, then why should you be sick? So that is when you be normal. So now let's talk about it. What is mountain sickness? Mountain sickness can be defined as a negative effect of high altitude as a result of rapid exposure to low oxygen. Did you hear that word? Low oxygen. As we're on the earth like normal. The normal air composition of oxygen is 21%. Carbon dioxide is 0.04%. But it's a low oxygen. So if you are getting anything less than 21%, that is when what changes occur. So let me now analyze what happened to you. So when you were climbing through the mountain and you're chatting with your friends, you're still going normal. Maybe you're going from 21, 20.9, 20.8, 20 point. You understand? Like it start dropping. So what happens with your body system is, as you are ascending and it's dropping, your cells, your tissues and your organ, they look at themselves like this. Okay. Then you keep going. So when you get to 19, the cells will look at the tissues will look at the organs will look at the system. 19% of oxygen. How do we cope with this? You might still be like, okay, since you don't have any medical condition, we can still work with this. Then you keep climbing. Then you are still talking with your friends. You keep climbing. Then he's almost getting to 17, 16. And the cell will be like, cell, tissue, how far now? What's happening? Where is this girl going? This girl is making oxygen deficient for us. But do you know oxygen is very important in the body? I hope you know the function of oxygen. One of the major functions of oxygen is to make cellular metabolism. It's important for cellular metabolism. So if oxygen is deficient, what will happen? Will there be cellular metabolism? I know this metabolism is also important for the homeostasis, which creates adaptation to the environment. So when the cells, the tissues and organs, they are not getting enough oxygen, what happens? That's apoxia. And you know we have two types of death, biological death and clinical death. So after 5 minutes that all the body cells are deficient of oxygen, total oxygen, no oxygen at all, that is when the person dies finally. And there is nothing you can do after 5 good minutes without oxygen. The body is dead. So as you're going, so when you now get to 70%, the cell now comes to the tissue. Tissue how far? There's no oxygen. What will I use? Oh, yeah, give me some oxygen. Maybe the tissue now gives cell some oxygen from its own that is grasping from the lungs, that the lung got from the environment, from that 70%. When cell used it, it's not enough now. I'm used to 21%. You're giving me 17%. How do you expect me to cope? How do you expect me to function normally? Tissue will be like, you better manage the oxygen you are seeing. Even me, the oxygen with me, I'm managing it. So please don't disturb me. Then maybe when the cells use up the 17% oxygen, I'll be like, tissue, please give me small oxygen again. Which oxygen? Even the one I have, I am managing it. I cannot give you. Please ask system, ask organ. Cells will ask organs. Organs, please pass me small oxygen. I have to use it for metabolism. Organ will be like, you ask tissue. Tissue do not give you. It's not me that will give you oxygen. Please don't disturb me. So will be like, why are people behaving like this now? I am the simplest unit of life. Without me, do you know that you people cannot function? Organ will be like, don't function. If you die, we die. What's my business? Will I kill myself? The girl is going to on high altitude. Where will I get oxygen from? Please, I'm managing my own ask system. Cells too will ask system. System, please, so oxygen. And give me, I don't have oxygen. System to say, you've asked all these people. It's not me. Please. Even before cell will ask system. System will be like, please don't even mention my name because I don't have any oxygen to give. I am managing this one. You understand? I'm using it for skeletal muscle that she's using to walk. Don't disturb me. Cell will now be like, hey. So you would know to give me oxygen, Abby. Okay now, no work. So that's when cell will now say, I'm no longer working. I cannot work without oxygen. What would I do? So that's when the work activity of the cells drop. Then the receptor just picks it up. You know I told you the regulation of the normal function of what the body system is for homeostasis. So when the receptor sees that the stimuli I'm getting is reduced, the body system is not working before. The cells cell is the simplest unit of life. If the cell is not working, nothing can work again. All those organs, all those tissues, organs and systems that is doing like this, I don't want to give you oxygen. Without cell, they know they cannot survive, but they're just in with their oxygen. Since the cell is not working, can the tissue work? Yes. Tissue is not working, can the organ work? No. When organ is not working, can the system work? Of course not. So it's like that. Everything is based on cell. So cell stop working. That's when the chemoreceptors will now sense it. There's deficient of oxygen. Then your reflex organic centers, aortic body, carotid center. There is deficient of oxygen. What do we do? What do we do? That's when they will send an impulse through the vagus afferent nerve fiber to your cerebral cortex to activate the motor area. That is where when you are going, like you try to learn. Do you think that thing just happened? Of course not. Your motor area. What do you mean by motor? Like just your normal body activity. Like it will tell you to maybe open your mouth wide to try to grasp in more air, or maybe if the place is that, or like just for a motor function. You understand? Just to increase the intake of oxygen into the body. So that's when you're like, how come when you're walking normally like this, you're walking, you cannot do like, because everything is normal, you're breathing normal, everything is fine, oxygen is okay, you cannot start. But when you run, or maybe when you ascend that altitude, when you get to, when you're almost going, that's when you try to, you're trying to take in more oxygen so that your body can. So that's one of the function of the cerebral motor function of the cerebral cortex. Then from the cerebral cortex, they send impulse to the limbic system. Function of the limbic system is for emotions related to breathing. You know that you cannot be there. You cannot be breathing so far and be smiling. You understand? From that, it goes to the hypothalamus. Function of the hypothalamus is they release hormones related to respiration, like aldosterone, natriuretic hormone, vasopressin, and so many hormones like that, just to cause like aldosterone for the absorption of sodium and water, like glucocorticoid, stress hormones like epinephrine, norepinephrine, thyroxine, just to increase the metabolism, just for your body to keep functioning the normal way so that you will not die. From the hypothalamus, it sends to the medulla oblongata, center of respiratory system, which will have the ventral respiratory group and the dorsal respiratory group, and from there to the pons. Nerve impulse goes to the efferent neuron in the spinal cord. Efferent fiber goes to the way it innervates the effector muscles, effector organs, which is muscles of respiration, diaphragm, intercostal muscles, and the lungs, so that they can increase your rate of respiration. But what happens really is, at times, maybe after you've rested for a while and you try to continue, try to keep ascending, you'll notice that the rate of your breathing previously, when you were here trying to rest, and the rate at which you are ascending again, like you breathe more faster. What do you think is happening? At normal level, like the normal 21%, 760 mmg, when you're breathing, the lung expands, they expand. So when it gets to a particular tidal volume, like 500 ml, then it collapses again. That is when you exhale. For it expanding and doing like this, trying to exchange it with the CO2 in the body and everything, that's when it will expire CO2 out, because it has enough oxygen for the lungs to expand and carbon dioxide is coming out. But when you are at a high altitude, your lung that is taking 21% oxygen and expand up to this for 500 ml, then it's now seeing like 17% oxygen, 10% oxygen. What do you think will happen? Will it expand like it should be before? Of course not. The oxygen is not enough for it to take in and expand like this. So maybe it will just expand like this, then it will collapse. Expand like this, collapse, expand like this. That's why you notice short breath. You understand? Because even the brain is trying to work faster. Oh yeah, lung, take in the oxygen you can see. Take it in, bring it out. Your cell, take that one, pass it to the tissue, pass it to this one. Is the digestive system getting enough oxygen? The respiratory system is not getting enough. The urinary system, like they try to send it to all part of the body. The oxygen is more. Oh yeah, be fast. You have to be fast in your breathing. This is not the normal breathing that you will. Normally you can hold your breath for 40 seconds, up to 40 seconds, and nothing will be wrong with you because the oxygen is just everywhere. But yeah, try it. So, like even the brain will be telling the lung, please take in oxygen. Just be fast, be fast. We have to do this thing fast, and exhale. Be fast. We have to supply all other organs, all other cells with oxygen so that they be able to do their function normally. Because if they don't do it, after 5 minutes, this person is going to die. Do you want that to die? Cell will say, no sir, I don't want that to die. Okay, so you have to work fast. That is why you notice short breath. Your lung is taking just little oxygen and exhaling out. Small oxygen, exhaling out. So when you come back to your normal level, the lungs take up is normal 500 ml, like expands to its normal 500 ml, takes its normal oxygen and collapse to exhale. That's why you are not breathing fast every time. That's because your body is used to the system. I hope you understand the analysis. So that is actually what happens when you ascend a high altitude. As you ascend higher, oxygen becomes low. Have you ever seen mountain divers before? Like if you see their backpack, they used to have like one big bag there. They are not going to change you. They have extra oxygen there because they know that there is low oxygen there. So generally, we have 3 main classes of this mountain sickness. In medicine, we used to have classes of disease, like we have diabetes type 1, type 2, and we classify diseases into different groups, different class, having different characteristics is for us to have, like, to be able to do early diagnosis for early treatment, so that we know the stage that a patient is. If imagine if diseases does not have classes. If somebody just have diabetes, like, which diabetes is this one? Diabetes, just treat it. So you might be giving treatment for type 2 instead of giving treatment for type 1. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Something like that. So that is why scientists try to classify treatment into different stages. And even for cancer, we have different stages, so that we know the treatment for this, the treatment for that, and so many other. Even pregnancy has stages: trimester 1, trimester 2, trimester 3. Even that trimester 1 has sub stages. You understand? So that in case anything goes wrong with the fetus, the doctor will be able to know the proper treatment to give. He will not give the same treatment he will give in first trimester to third trimester. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So mountain sickness can be classified into 3 groups. Acute mountain sickness. I know from the name you'll be like, acute, that will be very severe. Well, not really severe as you think. So let's assume after you went up to the mountain, then you came back downstairs, then you say, see, I'm not coming to this mountain again. Then you go. Normally, nothing will happen. You'll be fine. If you don't have any other medical condition, of course everything will be fine. But after like maybe 6 hours, 7 hours, it differs in people's body because we have different rate of metabolism, different genetic makeup, different environment, different, so many factors contribute to diseases and different, now some people have stronger gene for this thing than others. Why so? As they are coming down like this, they'll start rushing into the hospital. So you understand? But now we're talking about normal healthy people. So when you now come down from the mountain, you be like, man, so you go back home and everything is fine. Then after a few hours, you start to say, I'm having a headache. My eyes is burning, like I'm feeling dizzy. Oh, you try to sleep, man. I'm not sleeping. I don't even have appetite. What is wrong now? I don't even know what is wrong with me. The normal me, like the normal you, like you don't know anything about medical life. Of course, you will not even think it's because of the mountain. Yes, it's normal. You never think, well, maybe it's school stress, Javi. This school said it's too stressful. It's school stress. It's school stress, but it's not actually school stress. It's because you went up to the high altitude. But you'll be like, when you went to the high altitude, your body system were trying to work for your adaptation, and they work. So why are they disturbing me with headache and sleeplessness and everything like that? Why? What do you think happened? What happens to you when you overwork with yourself? You get tired of it. The body system too also get tired. It's when they are really tired, like they can't work again. That is when we get sick. Can you see we're going back to the same cycle again? So when you're in the normal atmosphere, 21%, everything like that, your body system is working normally. Maybe your brain is just looking at you, waiting to receive stimuli, and everything. Maybe it's even using earpiece and say, yo, any stimuli, pass it to me, let me pass it to you. Like your brain is flexing. So it's when you start going on a high altitude, you're giving your body system higher work to do. Then you going up, you've disrupted all the basic metabolism, you've disturbed cell, tissues and everything. Like they were even arguing with each other, give me oxygen, nobody wants to give oxygen, like everything like that. Everybody was stressed just to trying to maintain a normal homeostasis level for you so that you get adapted to your environment. I hope you understand. So you really stressed your body system. Most of them have reached their limit. So when you now calm down, I told you the basic function of body system is to maintain what? Homeostasis and adaptation. When you now calm down, you'll be like, the girl is back, or she's back to a normal 21% oxygen. Then maybe your lung is like, see, me as I am, I cannot even walk like before. If you see the way I was pumping in oxygen, that small oxygen from that oxygen, me, I'm tired, I cannot walk. Then maybe the cells, they now report the lungs to the brain. The lung said it's tired of working. The brain will now be like, I can't blame the lung, even myself, I am tired, I have to go and rest. Do you see the way I was regulating the body system to work and manage that small oxygen? Me too, I am tired. When the body sees that the system is resting, the organ is resting, the tissues are resting, then cell is not like, the people I'm even working for, they are resting. What is my own? Mom, please, I want to go and sleep. Me say, I want to rest, I am tired, I cannot work again. That is when you feel all the symptoms, because the body system, they are not working properly. But something is, it's not like your body system actually go to rest, like a complete rest, but there is decrease in the activity. Just imagine how you're running. Maybe if you want to run like 100 meters, you first start like fast, when you get to a stage, that's how the body system works too. So they started actively and they start working slow. Oh God, she just ate. You go and do digestion. Break down the amino, break down carbohydrate to glucose and stuff. Oh, see, I am tired. They will not work as efficient as how they were working when you went on. That's when you now start seeing symptoms like headache, at times maybe stomach upset. So for that one, the first treatment you do is, like I always say, if everybody always have complete and adequate rest, as we should be, like as how the body wants, we might not be getting sick as we want. The body really like rest, it really does. So if you're in that stage and you feel that symptoms like that, the first thing you should do is just take proper rest. Just rest. Make sure you drink a lot of water. You know, water is H2O, oxygen, trying to like take it in. So just for you to metabolize, eat good food. I know you might not have appetite, but just try make sure you sleep very nicely. So you might have irritability, but this time you can go into the shower, take a very warm bath, or just the way you feel, you can take a very warm bath just to try to neutralize almost everything, like all those things that has happened. Then you come back and you sleep very nicely. But if you have that very severe headache, like it's just too much, you can't manage it. That's why I always say, like, your first aid treatment, you must always have pain reliever. So you can take Panadol just for that headache to feel better. Then you rest and you sleep nicely, and that's it. Before then you get better. Then if you don't get better, this is when you go to the mountain sickness type 2. High altitude pulmonary edema. That's accumulation of fluid in the lungs. Man, this one is very severe and is life threatening. It can lead to death. Funny enough, for that second stage, when you come out from the mountain, you will not even feel any symptoms. You just see, hey, everything is fine, and everything like that's like everything is fine with you. It's after like 3 to 4 days before you start seeing symptoms like cough, shortness of breath. You'll be breathing like as if you're dying. I was like any symptoms like that, make sure you see your doctor immediately, because that one is really life threatening. And then another stage is the third type is high altitude cerebral edema. That's accumulation of fluid in the brain. Pulmonary edema happens when you go above 10,000 feet. Why the cerebral edema happens 12,000 feet? The confusion, hallucination, you start hallucinating things that are not real and something like that. So make sure to see your doctor. But wait, are you thinking about something? All these types of mountain sickness that I have talked about, the highest of the feet is 12,000 feet. But airplane travels at 31, 35, 38,000 feet. How come we don't die? How come we are alive? How come nothing is wrong? Like, is there a magic behind it? What is happening? Is the airplane different? Like, we should get more severe illness from traveling with airplane than going through mountain. What do you think is happening? How is everybody not dying? You see, if you see an airplane, you see up to 2,000 people inside, and everything is almost jam-packed, and everybody is fine. We're breathing normally. Nobody is gasping for air, except some people with medical condition. How were we able to survive? What do you think is happening? It's because they have oxygen supplements. Cabin air pressure is adjusted to suit the high altitude, and some, like, they have oxygen supplements that will be almost equal to the one at the ground level, like when we're on the normal level. That is what happens. That is why we don't die from flying. But though some frequent flyers, they might have this mountain illness too, or they might have these symptoms like that. That is why it's always advisable, like, you should not really take plane flights too often, or when you do, you should make sure you always take appropriate rest and go for medical checkup. But I said except in medical condition. Why is it that in the airplane, almost 2,000 people, everybody is breathing normally, everything is fine, but some people are still trying to grasp for oxygen? What is wrong? Have you ever been in a plane and they have to and somebody had a seizure or something like that, and they had to call the emergency care unit of the airplane, the air hostess, something like, they had to apply oxygen therapy for the patient? Have you ever wondered what was happening? Especially in people with asthma and sickle cell anemia, they need, even normally, without even going to the high altitude, they need more oxygen than we do. Even the normal red blood cell biconcave of normal healthy people is able to pass through the blood vessel because of its biconcavity, and because of its elasticity, it can squeeze itself to the blood vessel, and it's not like it's just going on its own. It's with the help of oxygen. So if there is no oxygen, blood cannot transport at all. So let's say this is the normal shape of erythrocyte. So it's like biconcave. Let's just say like this, biconcave. Then this is the blood vessel. Then it's passing through like this. The blood vessel is narrow, right? But the oxygen coming in will just like try to force it and passing through and transport blood. You understand? That's what happens. But for sickle cell patients, their own erythrocyte is sickle cell. So what happens? from this small vessel, when they get it, they force themselves, how to transport blood. You try to force yourself, they try to force themselves into the blood vessel. And that is why they have seizures, like they have crises at times because of lack of oxygen. You know, I told you oxygen is important for cellular metabolism. So if oxygen is not enough for them, there will not be transport of blood. When there is no oxygen, there is no transport of blood. And what happens? There will not be adequate supply of blood to the body organs. And what happens? Crisis, of course. That's why they have to rush them to the hospital. Do you understand this thing? It's a very simple analysis. So for sickle cell patient, for asthma patient, and other people with other medical related condition, maybe to lungs, to cardiac, something like that, they need higher oxygen. They need more oxygen than we do. So for sickle cell patients, if you really take to the tips, the rules, and everything like that, don't stay where there is polluted air. Stay away from too much carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Don't eat polluted air. If you know you stay close to polluted air, mostly make sure to always wear a mask, like that can make you breathe, just for you not to inhale carbon monoxide. You understand? Because if you inhale carbon monoxide trying to compete with the small oxygen that you haven't seen to breathe, both of them will start fighting. And what happens? They will start dragging. The erythrocyte will not be able to move. I hope you understand. So this is why people with SS can have crisis in high altitude. Okay. So this is the reason, like when you're trying to book a ticket, if you notice after filling your name, your passport number, everything, at the end, before they will tell you accept terms of condition, they will write please. They have to put please because they know people are stubborn. Please, do you have any medical condition? Yes or no? Then if you now look further, you say if you do, please specify. Do you think they are just doing it for a joke? Do you think it's just for formality? Of course not. This is just to prepare you for emergency, to prepare yourself for emergency, just in case you need something extra. So like if you tell them the type of condition you have, most of those air hostess, they are trained medical practitioners, or they have people that are medical practitioners. Then they will be like, so they will send you to management. We have a patient that will be flying with us that is asthmatic or is an SS or something like that. Then the management will conduct the doctors in charge and be like, okay, we have a patient that will be flying with us by 2 p.m. tomorrow, something like that. He's asthmatic, he's a sickle cell patient and stuff like that. Then the doctor will be like, okay, nurse, this thing, or doctor. There's always doctor, nurse. Doctors are more experienced. So the doctor will be, okay, Dr. Demi, you have to follow this flight 202 to Russia. We have a patient there. Then you say before going, you have to take this oxygen, you have to take this, you have to clinicum. Like they will take so many things, first aid, everything with them. They are just preparing for emergency, just in case anything is going to happen, just in case. And at times they can even ask for your medical reports to know the stage, the cause, so many other things like that. So anytime you're filling a form that asks your medical condition, please don't try to lie at all. You are not doing any good. It's for your own good. I know in some society they discriminate, or she's asthmatic, she's a sickle cell patient, she cannot work with us. And fine, if they don't give you the job, fine. It's better for you to be alive than to die in the process. If you take that job, if you die, my dear, the work will continue. They'll just cry for you. They'll just be like, let's stand up and give her 5 minutes silence. It will not even be 5 minutes before some people sit down. So think very well. Think very, very well. So that is the reason they ask for this medical certificate and ask if you have any medical condition or anything like that. So I hope you understand. So at times when the flight is ongoing and maybe the person had a crisis, the patient had a crisis, and the doctors on board, they try to stabilize him. Each person is still trying to gasp for air, and say, that's when they have to analyze the pilot and be like, please, emergency landing. Then you start here for all those things. They say, hey, put on your seat belt, there's going to be an emergency landing. You know, most times people are like, oh, which one is emergency landing? After people have delayed our flight for 7 hours, they're telling us emergency. See, you should not land, though. But you don't actually know that. You're actually saving somebody's life. Yeah. And that's what I tend to do. If you're filling that form, You will see it like, are you traveling with any children? You ask how many adults, how many children, because children too, they need care, like their own oxygen. You know, their body organs, their body system is just trying to develop and get adapted to the normal environment. So if they're seeing deficient of oxygen, our body system is developed, it can still help us to hold that small oxygen, but them, the one is just developing, they might have crisis. This is the reason they ask for all these things. It's not for fun, it's not for play, it's very, very important. So aside that, do you know there are some places in the world that is like high altitude, that when you go there like this, hey Jesus, I want to die, I want to die. How do you think people there are surviving? How do you think? I said 21% oxygen, but if people are lower than that, we have countries like Ethiopia, Colombia, Kenya, like those are high altitude places. How are these people coping? You know, I told you one of the major functions of the body is for what? Homeostasis and to maintain adaptation. Something is, if you keep staying in that mountain, your body will get adjusted to it with time. Of course, body will get adjusted to it and will be used to that 17% oxygen. So when you come down again to the normal this thing, they say, auntie, why are you moving up and down? Stay in one place now. So those people in those cities and in those countries with low oxygen and everything like that is because their body system is used to it. So if you travel to all these type of countries, it's possible for you to have crisis or anything like that, or to also experience this mountain sickness. So it's not only when you go to high mountains. When there is deficient of oxygen, there is hypoxia, deficient of supply of oxygen to the tissues. I hope you understand that. Notice our body system is unique. Just God created it in a unique way and trying to adapt to whichever conditions. You know, almost all of us, we are from different countries. Mostly, the time difference between your country and Russia, like most times, is always like a wide gap. For Nigeria and Russia is like 2 hours different. If you notice, your first time in Russia, maybe you used to wake up 8 o'clock before. In Nigeria, getting there, you might start waking up 10 a.m. because your body was used to that 8 a.m. Nigeria. But you know, you have to remove like 2 hours from you. But with time, your body system will get used to it. Your sleep cycle, what regulates sleep cycle? Serotonin, melatonin. You regulate the circadian rhythm, you get used to it. So you stay almost 1 year, almost 6 months, 1 year in Russia now. If you go back to Nigeria, you'll be used to this Russian time again. So when other people are waking up 12 o'clock, you can wake up 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock. This thing even happens to us. After exam, you know, maybe you used to wake up at night every time, always studying for exam and everything. After exam is over, maybe that night you sleep. Do you notice that you can even wake up at night, even when you don't have exam? It's because your body system is used to it. It's used to waking up at night. So that's it. So whatever we do, that's what our body system gets adapted to. That's what they get used to. That's why they used to tell people, cultivate good habits. Do this, do that. Because it's whatever you keep doing, that's what the body system gets used to. That's why some people, they can't stay without reading because they read. So if they don't carry book, if they don't study, I feel like reading. It's doing me to read. Do you have exam? No. I just feel like reading because your body is used to you reading. I hope you understand. So whatever you do is what your body system will get used to. So guys, please, I will implore you, if you have any medical conditions or anything, please don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. Like, don't be ashamed. Feel free to tell people about your conditions, especially medical practitioners. And please, I will implore everyone, please, let's always learn to take people the way they are, especially people suffering from any medical condition or the other. That we are complete and healthy today is not because we are very holy or because we are very faithful to God. Now, we are the most sinner, but maybe love, maybe genetic, maybe anything, maybe environmental factor or anything. So please, let's try to show love to one another. Let's try to show love to each other. Don't discriminate from anybody. If somebody walk up to you and say, I am asthmatic, I have sickle cell, I have this, and I say, no, asthma, don't touch me. I heard if they touch you, people will just die once. Please, don't come and die in my hand. I'll come. But you can just reduce, you can just try to go more about the illness, the do's and don'ts, and everything like that. Like for asthmatic patient or sickle cell, they don't have to do too much exercise because like they need oxygen, they need rest, they don't need stress, stuff like that. You can help them to go with to educate them more about the illness and try to know that don't worry, it's just asthma, it's nothing, though it's something, but at least you make them feel like you are one of us, you are like us, nothing is different, you are normal, you're a normal person. Try to show them love, try to show them care. Most people don't voice out about their medical condition because of social differences, social discrimination, and everything like that. When you tell people I am asthmatic, I am sickle cell, that girl, she get asthma, touch her like this, she will die, she will just die. Don't talk to her. So she has sickle cell. If she touch you like this, it will transfer to your body. But why now? Even people with HIV, like we have to live with them with love, have to live with them with care. It could be you, it could be me, it could be anybody. Like it could just be anybody. How would you feel if you are treated that way? How would you feel if you are segregated from other people in the society just because you are living with a medical condition or the other? So as you are trying to attain this medical life, trying to be a medical doctor, you must try to learn to be compassionate about people, to be sympathetic and to be empathetic. And you don't even have to be a medical practitioner for you to have compassion, to be empathetic. Like it's just the normal mankind. Just be nice to everyone around you, especially people with living with any medical condition or the other. So that in case they are seeing any symptoms, at least they'll be able to tell you that this I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And please, if you're with any medical condition, you're feeling any form, you want to apply for a job or anything, please do not lie about it. Though most companies they perform medical tests before giving you a job, but some you just ask, please don't lie about it. People to talk about it. If you die, it will not even be up to 5 minutes silence they will give you, and they will forget about you. They will just go and buy a candle. Oh, she's gone so soon, and that's it. Life goes on. So please, it's better to be alive and be jobless than to be dead and still be jobless. You understand? So your health is very, very important. And please, I am begging you, if you see any symptoms or anything, if you see a symptoms for a day, you can still try to manage it. Trying to do like some home therapy, maybe for a day you can take enough rest, eat food and so many other things like that. If the second day you get the same symptoms, same place, same intensity or increase in its same intensity or anything like that, please make sure you visit your medical doctor immediately. And do you know that most of our teachers are medical doctors? Like really, I don't know, because in my first year the teacher that took me for history of medicine, she's one taking me for therapy. When I got to the hospital and I saw her, I asked my good friend, is this not the woman that took us for history of medicine? Yeah, she is. What is she doing in the hospital? Man, she's a doctor. In my mind, when she taught me history of medicine, I thought she studied history in school. Then she'll talk about Hippocrates, 1919, Kinikon, Galileo, discovered surgery, like stuff like that. My mind was like maybe she studied history in school. I never had the slightest idea she could be a doctor. But you know, with the mentality I have from my country now, people that teach you history, they are historians. People that teach, I never knew they could just multitask. Like I was wowed. So if you can't go to the hospital, make sure you just walk up to one of our teachers that you are close with. You can just tell them the symptoms you're feeling, and so far so good that I know they are always willing to help. They will even educate you more. If it's really a severe case, then that's when they will even tell you the hospital to go. You meet with the inspector, other normal process will be carried out. So I hope with this little presentation of mine, I have been able to educate you on mountain sickness. So I dedicate this video to Head of USF, Madam Timchenko, and my lovely physiology teacher, Madam Jimchenko, and to my lovely group mates, Group 171B, First Division. I love you guys. I dedicate this video to you. Thank you so much, Madam Timchenko and Madam Jimchenko, for giving me this great opportunity of educating people about this particular topic, for expressing myself, encouraging me, liking my topic, and giving me the go ahead and letting me talk about this. Like I'm really happy because I know mountain sickness is one thing most people don't really know about, or maybe they are ignorant about, because now I know I am been able to educate one or two people about this. Thank you very much, Madam Timchenko and Madam Jimchenko. Their name sounds similar. Madam Timchenko and Madam Jimchenko, for this great opportunity. Thank you so much. God bless you so much for giving me this great opportunity. My YouTubers, my Instagram fans, my friends, the whole of second year medical school, Premier State University, and to all medical schools around, and to anyone suffering from any medical condition or the other. I dedicate this video to you. So guys, let's try to love one another and accept one another as we are. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Demis Medic. I also have a cooking channel at Demis Diary. Don't forget to subscribe. So guys, next week is physiology submodule. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I don't know how I'm going to read. Please guys, we just have to study and pass. And so guys, I have to go now. I have to go prepare for submodule. Understand? So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.